Another beautiful song. We could have called this podcast Beauty, couldn't we?
Yeah. Boring.
Boring?
Yeah.
You soulless fiend.
It's a bit like the last one, wasn't it?
Well, in that there's guitars and singing.
Yeah.
You don't listen to the... I bet you didn't even listen to the lyrics. And it's so up your street about travel, and exploring, hitchhiking.
Michigan seems like a dream.
Yeah.
I suppose that thing you said
Paranoia.
about... Oh, I didn't read that.
I said, be careful, his bow tie is really a camera. Yeah. So you weren't properly listening, were you?
No.
You drift... Louis, I guarantee you're going to listen back to this.
Repeat listens.
It will eventually crack that little black twisted heart of yours.
Well, as we said before in this podcast, I like tunes that rock, right? And that it's a bit.
It rocks your soul, Louis. Songs can rock you in sometimes a different way than just don't stop believing. Sex is on fire.
Well, it did. It did make me reminisce for somewhere I've never been. I've never been to Michigan. I've never hitchhiked across America, but I did imagine doing that. So that was nice, but I don't know. Do we need to listen to old music? Like,
do we need to listen to old music?
Maybe we just listen to new music. Maybe
just new music.
That music needs to be.
You don't even like new music.
Oh, true. Yeah, no. I'm stuck in my ways, and the music I grew up with. Listener, are you too? I bet we all are. Apparently that's the thing we all do. So that is why I'm trying to open my mind, my musical repertoire.
It's a struggle, Louis, because that lid of your brain just keeps on slamming shut, doesn't it?
Well, what do you like about this?
The lyrics, the melody, the harmonies, the way they put the song together, the crescendo at the end. It's a journey.
It was a crescendo. I was like, hang on, is the speakers distorting? I said to you, do we have to turn this down a bit?
I'm empty and aching and I don't know why. Isn't that like a universal human condition?
Empty and aching and I don't know why. Oh, yeah, no, I do feel like that. God, I had a hangover this bank holiday weekend, to tell you. I felt like that. Sunday morning.
I think we're talking more metaphorically, Louis. They've all come to look for an America, and it's like not just... it's a sort of metaphor for America and an ideal. But it doesn't have to be America as well. It can also be for just a way of life for all of us as humans. So I think.
Well, I did fantasize for that, like, simpler way of life. Just you ever heard that Elvis tune where he took Guitar Man? He's sort of singing about just rocking up in the town with a guitar and playing gigs. Like that sounds fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Don't know how realistic it is. But,
Peter Fortendale interprets the lyrics of America as a metaphor to remind us all of the lost souls wandering the highways and byways of the mid-60s America, although it doesn't, I think it's still relevant today, struggling to navigate the rapids of despair and hope, optimism and disillusionment.
So despair, hope, so that's like a negative and a positive.
Well, exactly, the rapids of, the highs and lows.
Highs and lows of the human condition. But what if I just want to be happy all the time? I just want to listen to music.
You can't be. You can't continuously be happy, because what do you measure it against? Then you have to have...
Why not just feel good all the time?
You have to have both light and dark, don't you? Otherwise, you have to have them both. They can't exist without each other. Because otherwise you have no comparison.
I don't know. There's been periods in my life where I've just been like happy.
Yeah, but you know you're happy because you've experienced sadness.
Is that really though?
Otherwise, that's just you existing, isn't it?
I suppose. Yeah.
There can be no light without darkness, Louis.
Oh, very profound. A bit like this podcast, really. I bring the light, you bring the dark. Boom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you like. Do you know who that artist was?
Let me make some guesses. I don't really know many.
Anything. I don't know anything, mate.
Many things, but I know Simon Garfunkel.
Yes,
he's a folk.
That's them.
Oh my God!
Yes. Well done on picking the most famous.
The most famous.
Well, duo, at least, perhaps folk duo.
For the
1968 album Bookends.
Oh.
And it was written. Apparently, there's this guy, Bob Dyer. He was a former disc jockey, and he put on shows, and he was putting on Simon and Garfunkel in 1966. And he asked Paul Simon if they were still charging $1,250 that they paid them last time, and he said, "No, we're getting like four times that for gigs now." He said, "Well, why hadn't you pulled out of this gig?" And he said he had to see what a city named Saginaw looked like. Apparently he liked it and wrote America while he was there, including the line about it taking 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw.
Saginaw doesn't sound like an exciting town. Saggy.
So you're literally judging a town by its name.
Yeah.
London. You want to come to London?
Yeah, no, good point. Yeah, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover or a city by its name.
Boston.
But I mean, I judge it by
Brighton.
I've never heard of it. I've heard of these ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
No wonder he's so depressed in the tune.
I don't think he was depressed.
No, just wistful for wanting to be in Michigan. I don't blame him. Actually, Michigan's not got a great rep. So Saginaw must be one
these days.
One worse.
You're going to come back to that, and as usual, Louis, I shall be proved right because I think it's going to eventually touch you. And I want you to message me when that happens.
I'll message you when I get touched. Okay.
Yes.
It does happen. I listen back to these tunes a few times, and it does. They are often the growers.
Always come back to Steely Dan. You didn't like that, did you?
I do like a bit of Steely Dan. Now, I've got a special surprise for you. We're going to have Listener's Corner. So we have a listener. He's going to. We're going to
connect. Are we going to connect to a live caller? This is like a real radio.
Exactly.
Louis, I'm amazed about this effort because normally you do nothing. You contribute nothing.
Because he berated me last time, I thought I should make an effort this time. So,
should we connect and see if we can say hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, brilliant. They're not answering. And this shows the popularity.
0,
Right,
7.
let's not do that. Get that. Oh no, I should have left a voicemail, shouldn't I?
Like I said, Louis, I'm astounded at the effort.
Right, let's try another one. And that was Listener's Corner, everyone. So
thanks, Louis.
Welcome.
Is this going to be a regular new feature?
Yeah.
Let's do another song then, shall we?
Another song.
Oh, Louis. This is the least professional song of the podcast. Here we go.